Hi everybody, this is Red One trying to make you or to help you speak native like English. Okay, today's lesson will focus on some pronunciation tips. Okay, as you know, pronunciation is of much importance in English, and sometimes I hear so many complaints from my students that they feel something awkward when they pronounce an English word, and when speaking to an English person or when even listening to an English person, there is some confusion or some confusion takes place as they don't understand what these people are talking about, or they say that I hear some strange words from these people as compared to the words I learned in school. So in this series of lessons, I will focus a little bit on pronunciation and try to give it its due importance. And today I will focus on one thing, which is the pronunciation of regular verbs in the past. So regular verbs in the past, as you know, take an ed in the end, and this ed takes different pronunciations, and students try to confuse and try to, sometimes they hear the, sometimes they hear to, sometimes they hear id. So today I hope I will make that confusion a little bit clearer by giving examples. So as you know, pronunciation of regular verbs in English takes three forms. We can pronounce a verb in the past, a regular verb in the past, either with a t sound or with a d sound or an id sound. Okay, an example of verbs, for example, which take the t sound, like work. Work. In the past, it is worked. Worked, not worked. Okay, not worked. Examples of verbs which take d, like listen. Listen, it is pronounced in the past listened, not listened. Listened. The third category of verbs is verbs which are verbs which take an ed at the end of in the past, like study, studied. We don't pronounce it studied. No, it's studied. Okay. So from these three examples I gave you, you see that verbs or regular verbs in the past take three or are pronounced in three different ways. Let's now try to give some more examples and try to see how these words are pronounced. Like if I give you the example, the verb watch. So what do you think? Do we pronounce it watch or watched? Okay, it is watched, not watch. If I give you a verb like play, play, it is pronounced played, played. A verb like visit, it is pronounced visited, visited. Okay, some of you might ask a question here. Why do we pronounce some verbs with id and some others with de and some others with te? There is a simple pronunciation rule, which is what we call in linguistics and particularly in phonetics, voicing. For instance, sounds in English or sounds in human languages are pronounced differently. There are some sounds which are voiced, and there are some other sounds which are voiceless. So voiced sounds are sounds which are pronounced with a certain vibration. Okay, but voiceless sounds are sounds which are pronounced without this vibration. Let's take, for example, a sound like d, 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 d. If you put, for example, your fingers, okay, on your throat and pronounce the word d, d, d. Okay, so try to feel how your vocal cords, okay, act. There is a certain vibration in your vocal folds. Okay, but if you pronounce a word like a sound, I'm sorry, like t, t, is there any vibration? I don't think so. There is no vibration. Mostly the verbs which are finished with a voiced sound take the d at the end, like play, played, stay, stayed, listen, listened. But verbs which end with a voiceless sound are pronounced with a t, like work, worked, watch, watched, and so on and so forth. This is just small clarification to give you an idea about why these sounds or this form of the past is pronounced sometimes t and sometimes the. Okay, let's now move to giving you some more examples and try to put them in the right category. Is it t, the, or id? For example, walk, walk. So what do you think? Is it voiced or voiceless? Is voiceless. Okay, so it's walked, walked. Look, look, looked. Luff, luff, luffed, luffed. Hope, hoped. Develop, developed. Produce, produced. Reduce, reduced. Okay? Well, let me give you a second list of verbs which take d. Enjoy, e is voiced. Enjoyed. Stay, stayed. Cry, cried. Love, loved. Serve, served. Kill, killed. Raise, raised. Explain, explained. Close, closed. Okay, so as you might have noticed, all the sounds which end these verbs are voiced sound. This is why the d is, because the d here is the ed, or the d of the plural of the past is a neighbor of a voiced sound. This is why it is pronounced d. Okay, if it is a neighbor of a voiceless sound, it is pronounced t. Okay, let's move now to the last category, which is that of id. Okay, I give you the example of visit. It's visited. Want, wanted, not wanted, wanted. It's wanted. There is a certain e between the t and the d. Hated. Decide, decided. Support, supported. Okay, this is just a succinct list of verbs which can be pronounced in the 3 different ways I talked about in this video. Okay, I hope that this makes clear the difference in pronunciation. And if you, when you go home, when you're alone, try to practice verbs. Whenever you have a verb in the past, try to see if it is with t, pronounced with t, or d, or id. And try to remember the rule I gave you about voicing. So if the d is a neighbor of a voiced sound, it is pronounced d. If it is the neighbor of a voiceless sound, it is pronounced t. Okay, I hope that in this lesson I've made clear the difference of the different pronunciations of the verbs in the regular verbs in the past. Okay, and this lesson falls in a series of lessons on the importance of pronunciation in English, and I will give you more concerning this issue, which is pronunciation. And I hope I have been successful in making that difference of pronouncing verbs in the regular past clear to you. And thank you so much, and see you in the next video. Of course, if you like the video, just click a like. If you want more videos to come to you regularly, please subscribe to the channel and encourage me to bring you more content and more lessons. Thank you very much, and see you next video.